The author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, has warned that an economic crisis worse than the 2008 recession is on the way, and that Australia's negative gearing rules are a type of Marxism. Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter co-wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad in 1997. For nearly 6 years, it has been on the New York Times bestseller list. More than 32 million copies of the book have been sold in 51 languages and 109 countries. In an exclusive interview with Australia's The Daily Telegraph, the best-selling author stated that the globe was on the verge of a big shift, which could have a significant impact on the global economy. As major red signs, he cited China's ascent, America's losing influence, and internal tensions, and years of Western countries printing too much money. "We are living in the time of the greatest change in economic history," he remarked. "Something is happening in the world that hasn't happened before." According to Kiyosaki, China was ascending to take over U.S. leadership of the global economy, heightening the potential of a violent clash. It was also raising the potential of some kind of economic disaster, but he didn't say when it will happen or how terrible the crash would be, only that it would be worse than 2008. 2008 was the first big crash, and a bigger crash is coming, he claimed, stressing that international governments were printing too much money as they had done in 2008. Kiyosaki, who is estimated to possess over 8,000 properties, predicted that the next financial crisis would present opportunities for astute real estate investors. "I am pessimistic about a crash, but it is also the best time to get rich," he remarked. "Entrepreneurs are going to win." However, Kiyosaki warned that if another economic calamity strikes, property prices might plummet, and wise investors would need to be prepared to weather the storm. "If you are counting on the property always going up, you could be wrong," he said, adding that the opportunity for investors would be a dip in values followed by a steady rebound. "If there is a crash, a lot of bargains will be available," he remarked. Kiyosaki spoke with News Corp Australia ahead of a property conference he planned to co-host with local investor George Markowski. On January 22nd, a free virtual workshop will be given. Kiyosaki has dabbled with Australian real estate, including purchases in Sydney and Brisbane, and has expressed dissatisfaction with several local government tax policies. Negative gearing was included. "I don't like government support," he explained. "I am a capitalist, not a Marxist. My issue is that, with negative gearing, debt is being monetized and property values are being overinflated. It's not true. It has to make financial sense." The Rich Dad, Poor Dad author went on to say that Australian property taxes were exorbitant. "I've been going since 1972. I saw them hike taxes every time. It makes things more difficult. Australia is even worse than California." He claimed that most Australians were not given the tools they needed to generate money in school. "Most Australians I meet are punters. They simply purchase Bitcoin in the hopes of becoming wealthy quickly. They focus on the details. What I'm referring about is the macro and historical picture. We're on the verge of war right now." Robert Kiyosaki urged investors late last year to brace for a sweeping market crash and hard economic slowdown, and indicated he plans to grab up many assets as prices fall. "Crash and depression coming," the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad predicted. "Gold, silver, Bitcoin real estate will crash too." "Ready to buy more gold, silver, Bitcoin real estate after a crash has crashed?" he added. "Keep an eye out. Take precautions." Kiyosaki has been tweeting about an oncoming crash for almost a year, so his latest warning should be taken with a grain of salt. However, unlike some other bearish commentators, he openly confessed that he plans to profit from the next sell-off, framing it as both a purchasing opportunity and a scary prospect. In June of last year, the creator of Rich Global and Rich Dad Company tweeted, "The good news is the best time to get rich is during a crash. Bad news is the next crash will be a long one." Unlike Michael Burry of The Big Short fame, who cut his stock portfolio in half last quarter in anticipation of a market catastrophe, Kiyosaki appears to be buying assets even at present prices. Last month he tweeted, "I am buying more gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, rental real estate, and oil. What are you buying?" Kiyosaki, Burry, and GMO co-founder Jeremy Grantham are just a few of the prominent analysts raising the alarm about the current market and predicting the bubble burst. Billionaire investors such as Leon Cooperman, Stanley Druckenmiller, and Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man, have all cautioned that the speculative frenzy will not last. Robert Kiyosaki also advised his 1.8 million Twitter followers on how to profit from inflation. Kiyosaki tweeted Friday, "How to profit from inflation. Biden wants inflation. I counter his criminal actions by investing in Texas and North Dakota oil. Just bought a gold mine in Utah. Investing in Texas apartments, houses, saving gold, silver, Bitcoin. Invest like a capitalist. Kiyosaki has already warned about the dangers of inflation. He blames President Joe Biden, his administration, and the Federal Reserve for the demise of the dollar. Last year, he also forewarned of impending despair. The well-known novelist has also recently spoken out regarding the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Last Thursday, he tweeted, "Putin in trouble. Ukraine's President Zelensky is retaliating against Putin. He's not fleeing, he's motivating people to fight back." In a subsequent tweet, he stated, "Bitcoin defies Putin. Let's start with Bitcoin. Let's get started with crypto. Take a stand against tyrants. Take a stand against tyranny. Retaliate." On February 26, the Ukrainian government began soliciting cryptocurrency donations. According to blockchain analytics platform Elliptic, the Ukrainian government and a non-profit group assisting the Ukrainian military have raised about $60 million in cryptocurrency donations since Russia's invasion of Ukraine began. Thank you for staying with me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and share the video. What do you think about Kiyosaki's opinion on what is coming? Leave me your opinion in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we add new videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.